the Director of Research and Investigations with Judicial Watch, Chris Farrell. Chris, welcome to America's Forum.
Great to talk with you again, JD. How are you?
Doing okay, thanks. And Judicial Watch really deserves the credit because apparently you guys got things done that Congress could not get done through a Freedom of Information Act. Now, at long last, a select committee. What will make this select committee different from the other committees of jurisdiction who have held hearings on Benghazi?
Well, I would hope that instead of having 5 disjointed committees, each kind of running down their own little bunny trail, each chairman and each ranking member with their own agenda, with their own quest for the 8-second soundbite, that instead you'll have one synchronized, coordinated committee led by somebody with actual prosecutorial experience like Trey Gowdy, with a tough staff director who's going to issue subpoenas and really kind of drive the investigation and drive the administration instead of playing political patty cake with an administration that really knows how to rope and dope. They really know how to stall and delay. We'll see what happens.
Well, and to that end, you have the political power play, or perhaps lack of power, but still a play by the Democrat minority. Democrat leader Nancy Pelosi, the Democrat whip Steny Hoyer, saying to Speaker Boehner, hey, look, you need to make the committee even, like the Ethics Committee, where there's an even split. Of course, that's not the standard practice in a legislative body where there's a majority and a minority. But Chris, the atmosphere around Washington, D.C., and the almost pathological need of the Washington press corps to please and prop up this president and offer him every excuse and every indulgence. Do you think that's going to wash in the here and now based on the documents you have and the intent of a career prosecutor like Trey Gowdy, who's running the Select Committee?
Well, political theater being what it is, I think that's part of the explanation as to why Judicial Watch has been so much more successful than the committees of Congress. As you well know, through your own personal experience, a lot of it's political theater. These are government entities playing pushing and shoving matches with each other. When we use the Freedom of Information Act, we're operating under the law, right? So our recourse, our ability to contest what the government is doing ends up in a federal court with a federal judge looking over what these attorneys are doing and the representations they're making. That tends to bring a different level of attention and sense of urgency to the government because they don't want negative judgments entered against them. They don't want to be held in contempt. They don't want the attorneys don't want to be either sanctioned or disbarred. So we kind of raise the stakes on them by the way that we operate using the legal tools available to us versus the political theater of a committee of Congress.
This is very interesting. It's something maybe we ought to amplify in the minute we have left. Yes, Congress has constitutional oversight, but as you mentioned, that devolves into political theater in a lot of cases. Given the MO of Judicial Watch, Chris Farrell, can we expect your organization to continue to file these FOIA requests even as the Select Committee is moving forward? And can we expect more revelations, the type of which you happen to provide this nation in the past couple of weeks?
The short answer is yes. We already have. Even the lawsuit that produced these smoking gun emails that tie it all back to the White House, there are more documents due to us under that lawsuit. There are 3 other lawsuits we filed just with State Department alone.
Well, you have put forth something that we're going to have to keep an eye on. Chris Farrell, we thank you for your time. We look forward to bringing you back for you to outline other actions taken about Benghazi. Speaking of Benghazi, what is your take? Why don't you tweet me your comments at Newsmax TV, #America's Forum.